Hello guys, welcome to your daily entertainment bars right here on that TGH TV. Please subscribe to this channel so click the notification bell so that anytime we drop a new content, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, straight to today's bars, you have M.Anifest explains rapper 101 this to Sarkodie. So Ghanaian rapper M.Anifest has explained his rapper 101 song, which was rumored to be directed to Sarkodie. According to M.Anifest, he didn't mention any musician's name in the track and that it was just a witty take on how to be a rapper. M.Anifest also added that Ghanaians have a weak stomach for satire. Okay guys, listen to his interview with Daniel Dazi on Joy FM.
Yeah, it's a satirical look at it. It's a tongue-in-cheek as to what it takes. I mean, keeping up appearances there. Basically, we become slaves to this thing called the brand, or what we think is required for us to be a rapper, to look and seem and appear as one. And I thought it would be interesting, instead of doing something serious, to have a humorous take on that. And if you can't make fun of yourself, you can't take life too seriously.
For instance, he's wearing shades inside in a studio right now.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me look good for all these pictures you're taking. You understand? And the cameras, and it's even become a force of habits. Not every time media, not everyday shit, but for the most part, you build a comfort around these things. Now, in particular, if you think about the third verse, I mock myself and I say, rappers in M.Anifest, Divya, and whatever. I remember vividly, like, there was a time that people would meet me, they take pictures, and they would look at the picture, and if I wasn't wearing beats, they were so disappointed. I said, oh, you get something for the car and so come and wear. I'm like, what in the world is this? Something I began doing for my own sake, and then all of a sudden took a life of its own. Now it's like, okay, if I leave home and I'm not wearing beats, so I'm not M.Anifest again. So it's a reality, and I think it's not a serious. No, it's not a serious song. It's just a witty take on sort of how to be a rapper these days.
Were you thinking of any particular rapper anyway?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
What do you think? You're a very intelligent person. I said you could be giving a lecture to. So what do you think?
You're flattering, but I'm not here to answer questions. I'm just here to ask.
I think I cast the wide net, blanket statements, for a lack of a better term. I mean, it's a satirical look at the industry, not as a person.
Okay.
I am known to be able to mention people's names, so let's not forget that.
Okay. So if you wanted to mention a certain person's name, you'd have mentioned it.
Person, people's. Whatever. I think Ghanaians have a weak stomach for satire. That's what I'm realizing. We do have a weak stomach for satire because we like to take things very literally. So I think because of that, a lot of people sometimes are afraid to be witty because people take it the wrong way. As for me, I don't mind. I think part of being an artist is to be daring and to be able to actually create the conversation by sometimes being divisive. Some people clearly know or understand the song for how it was intended. Other people take it for another thing. And I'm okay. It's part of the conversation. But being fearless is important as an artist. So just because people might not always understand satire doesn't mean I should, by force, like say, oh, I'm just kidding. Oh, no, joke, haha, laughing. It's like when you're watching a show with a laughing track, they're trying to force you to laugh. Yeah. No. I think I'm very fine being able to do music and not to explain it and put in the public space and allow people to have conversations about them. You can't underestimate people. People are very smart.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. We're still speaking with M.Anifest. It's 11 minutes to the top of the hour. Now, we've come to a subject that I'm very passionate about talking about all morning, because really, when you're talking about the industry, we must talk about the effect of the industry and the effects that the musicians you describe in your song are having on their listeners. What kind of people do you think today's music is producing?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I went there.
That is a complex. The answer to this is quite complex and layered, okay? The culture of the music is very anti, or in Ghana terms, anti, in general. We come from a popular music space, the hip-hop / Afro, whatever space, that in itself is a bit anti-establishment, supposedly. But on the other hand, it's also living within this capitalist space. So you can see consumerism is a big thing it's promoting. There's a lot of consumerism in our music, and
it has to sell. Whatever happens, it has to sell.
No. I don't mean that. I mean like we are promoting gathering things. Gucci this, Ferrari this. We are promoting things, material things. We're not promoting success, excellence, happiness. We are promoting material things, most of which we don't even have stocks in. So there's a consumerism aspect of it that I think is a bit of a letdown. But there's a movement part that is good. What you're discovering is that artists, especially the strong ones, have fan bases, and they are able to have conversations with them, direct contact, and are able to share their life's philosophies, not just through song, but through communication, social media, etc. So there is a movement aspect of it that I love, to let people understand that they are not disenfranchised. They can be part of something. They can cause commotion, or they can cause goodness, or they can whatever. So it's about harnessing that power. I think one, the people who have the influence, artists, sometimes do not even understand what that means, except for how can this help me make my next paycheck. So this is part of what my conversation tonight is about. It's like harnessing it in a different way, and not to say it's not a business, it is, but it goes beyond that. When you're capturing the souls and minds of people, you're capable of helping to mold them. So it's a complex and contradictory results in terms of what we are promoting. Some things are positive. Like I said, there's the movement thing, there's the idea of belonging to something, being able to have a voice. And then there's the consumerism thing, which I think is tragic because, look, if you're 14 years old, no, even forget that. If you just entered university, you're not making money. And you're not thinking of work, but you're thinking of every new iPhone that comes. It's like
because that's what your favorite artist is flashing.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, that's what, that's the keeping up appearances. Then I think it's a bit tragic, But at the same time, there's something called balance. Not everybody is every in the same thing. I, for instance, have never tied my self-esteem to material things, and I understand why, but I also think it's a philosophy that I can also propagate amongst my people. Yeah.
But you see, so where does it come from? Is it the chicken or the egg? Because some of these artists will say, I'm a product of my society, and so I simply tell it as it is. I tell my story as it is.
Well, artists, once again, are also complex individuals. Artists are storytellers, but artists are supposed to be some of the most self-aware, self-actualized people, because you take the road less traveled. It's difficult. You come to a sense of self, and then you tell people, this is who I am, and you stand out, and then they decide to pay you for who you are. So to merely pretend you're a journalist or a news reporter who has been written for, and this is what you're saying, when it's your story of your life or your interaction with the society, I think it's a bit disingenuous and it's not true. But at the same time, it does not mean that we need to... Our understanding of positive shouldn't just be that, somebody is making a song saying go to school, or health is wealth. No, our understanding of positive is people being able to tell stories of how difficult it is, maybe doing some one or two run-ins because there's no jobs in the society, different things.
Like you didn't suffer.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think we need a more holistic look. The problem is that sometimes the music skews towards something that is like is made up. If you look at America, for instance, in the 90s, they say the music in hip hop was promoting the drug pusher.
Drug pusher.
Particularly, let's say the drug pusher. Now they'll say the music is promoting the drug user. The lean, the whatever. I pop the pill, I pop the Molly, and all that. So sometimes it just skews towards something that is unrealistic in people's day to day, and it doesn't whatever. But I think it's complex, and we need to hear multiple stories. That's one thing we have to understand. We need to hear multiple stories. Somebody even talking about lean. What do we have? If there's, for instance, a rapper who's trying to Ghana, they should put it in their raps.
Okay guys, this has been your daily entertainment bars right here on that TV. Please subscribe to this channel, so click the notification bell so that anytime we drop a new content, you'll be the first to be notified. Peace out.